I'm on live right now. We just put up a 40 burger, 40 to 16 on these dumbass deadskins. And I told these deadskins early in the week, on my hate week, that their team is trash, and we proved it all over the field. We proved it on defense. Prove it on offense. The fact of the matter is they couldn't recover, and then after that we knock out Mark Sanchez out of the game. They put in I think Josh Johnson or whatever. I mean, he carved us up a little bit, but we were able to recover, make some plays on defense, sack his ass, and that's about it. And after that, we just put up a 40 burger, and that's about it. Game was over. And I told you from day one, the secondary is trash, the front seven is trash, and the O line is trash. And I told you from my hate week, Saquon Barkley is gonna have a field day on that front seven, and that's exactly what he did. He scored 170 yards rushing on these dumbass Deadskins. I don't know what's to understand about these dumbass Deadskins. I told you their team is trash and they don't listen. The fact is, Ruby Reds made a bitch ass move by putting me on timeout on Bad Dogs Live earlier because I talked shit about his team. And he's butthurt that we put a 40 burger on his ass. Actually, you scored like 27 points in that first half. And that's the reason why he he put me on timeout on Bad Dogs Live, which is a bitch ass move anyway by his part. I knew Ruby Reds is not a real Redskins fan because he don't make videos no more and he don't talk shit. The fact is he's a bum too. I know HTTR is not a real Redskins Deadskins fan. All he does is make previews and spewing all his shit, but he's not really a Redskins fan because where they were when they were down last year, he didn't even make a video about that. So the fact is, the BNS is no more, and the fact is they're trash. The Deadskins is trash. We thrashed them in their home stadium. We were butthurt because they beat us at MetLife Stadium. We were pissed about that, and that's why we scored a 40 burger on these fucking ass. Because the fact is, I can't stand the Deadskins. The Deadskins think they could make the play with that 6-2 record. And what a terrible draft they have. And the fact is, I knew I knew they wasn't gonna last long because the fact is they was trash. They was trash when they're 6-2 and they're trash now. Look at them, 6-7. 6-7. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Actually, they're on a 5-game losing streak now because they're bums anyway. But the thing is, the Giants did what they have to do. They stopped the run. We knocked Marcellus out of the game, and that's about it. We ran for 170 yards, scoring rise, and then all the wide receivers had a field day on the secondary, and Josh Norman, you know, tried to cover Sterling Shepard, but he couldn't. I think Josh Norman got torched all game long. I mean, the Deadskins tried to make a comeback, but that comeback was too late. When we scored that 27 burger on them, it was over. And the fact is that they can't even stop us after that. I mean, Eli threw for 196 yards, but we didn't need Eli. All you had to do is put Kyle Letter. I mean, he played well at times, but I mean, of course he's gonna make rookie mistake because he's a rookie. But the fact is that he hung in there, he makes some plays, and that's about it. And that's all I want to see. Because the fact is, the Deadskins ain't shit. And that's a fact. Ruby Reds is not a real Redskins fan. HTTR is not a real Redskins fan. and that's a fact. That is a real fact. In this next game, we have the Titans, which is a tough team to play. All we had to do is do the same thing like we did against the Redskins, and that's about it. If we win out, be 8-8. The sky's the limit. We need a lot of help. We need to Seattle to lose. We need Minnesota to lose. If Seattle loses, then we have a shot to make it to the last wild card spot. Because look at it right now. The Panthers is losing. They're on a losing streak. So are the Atlanta Falcons. They're on a losing streak. Now Tampa Bay's on the hunt, and so is we. So if we could get that last wild card spot, that's it. But we need a lot of help. We need a lot of help. If we don't get that help, it's over. I know, right? Damn, man. That's cold. But yeah, if we go 8-8 and all that shit, I know, I know, I know DV is still talking shit about me. But don't worry, I got something for DVE. I'm not worried about DVE right now. The only thing I'm worried about is the last 3 games of the season. All we have to do is just, go out and play our game. And once we play our game, and if we make that last wild card spot, that's all she wrote. And that's about it. And I'm about to end this live. This is NYG31 signing out.